dinner. Colorado's not such a good country for hair. Have you noticed? A dull town, devoid of any interest.
It is a dull town.
Nights are wholesome.
Not always.
The air has perfect purity. The senses sharp. You hear more. From great distances, the rolling of the wagons. The thunder from 700 kilometers away. Not you, Zito. You are insensible of the weight of the atmosphere crushing us with a 16-ton force, or the shower of particles shooting through us with the speed of light. The average person does not feel this. The average person does not feel the invisible world, so much stronger than what we see. But I am 13 times more sensitive. Close your eyes, Zito. Feel the invisible world.
The Pikes Peak Library District said, hey, how'd you like to write a play about Nikola Tesla? And we said, sure. They're doing their annual All Pikes Peak Read Festival based around innovation. And at the centerpiece of that, of course, is our greatest inventor. He was a guest, but a really significant resident guest in 1899, and came here and did some amazing, mysterious, revolutionary work. Innovative work,
I'd say. This is the life of the true inventor. You must live apart. The inventor is often misunderstood, but he is a member of a privileged class. You must never do anything under compulsion.
No, never. I won't.
It's a waste of life energy. Thrive on your own thoughts. Live as I do, and you will have a life of continuous rapture. Dig deeper, Zito. Pour more water. We'll test the resistance again.
Everything that comes out of Tesla's mouth in his play, or let me say 92% of what comes out of his mouth in this play, comes from what actually Tesla said or wrote. He wrote quite a bit. He talked a lot. And we really use him and his words. So I think that during the course of the evening, you will, in fact, learn something about Nikola Tesla.
After my brother died, his funeral kept flashing through my mind. In my country, funeral rites are intensified torture. They smother the dead body with kisses, and they bathe it. They expose it for 3 days. Finally, one hears the dull thuds of the earth.
He's a great character. I mean, he's a fantastic, interesting, complex, contradictory character with a very rich arc to his life, starting off humbly, rising in a blaze of lightning to astonishing triumph, and slowly beginning to lose it in a most kind of heartbreaking and isolated way. So it's a remarkable career, and he was a remarkable guy. So we had a lot to work with in terms of him, but you know, this is TheatreWorks, and we had decided that we really shouldn't just be doing a History Channel show, and we shouldn't have a lot of Victorian furniture out there in George Westinghouse and Edison, because, you know, you can see that better in a book or in illustrations or kind of online or you know, on the History Channel for that matter, or PBS, where stories of Nikola Tesla actually exist, and you can buy them, and they're pretty good, and they could do it better than we could. And we thought that to honor Tesla, he was such a futurist and a guy who was always looking forward. We shouldn't look backward, you know, we should look ahead. So we made the rash mistake, you know, or at least jump to say we're going to set this play in the present. And Nikola Tesla is going to appear, but he's going to kind of come back as a ghost in the basement of this this kid who is dropped out of school, marijuana certified, good Colorado Springs resident, and is doing his darndest to recreate Tesla's transmitter and to show the world, you know, what Tesla did and what he can do.
I remember you were walking with a friend in City Park, and the sun was setting, and the whole beautiful motor flashed before your eyes. And you got a stick, and you drew it in the sand, and you said to your friend,
See my motor here?
watch me reverse it. See my motor here. God, that must have been incredible. I mean, that's the same motor that was used to send power from Niagara Falls, the polyphase motor that gives us all the light that we have today.
I actually started out just thinking this guy was a weirdo, and he was kind of an amazing Serbian nutcase, and just an oddball. But in reading him and learning about him, I've become quite moved and quite engaged. And during the course of this play, I got to like him and also to recognize at this time, in the summer of 1899 when he came out here. Imagine that, Craig. I mean, imagine coming out to Colorado Springs in 1899 where there were a few buildings and where there was really a lot of prairie between downtown and Memorial Park. And he built his lab out there, near the Deaf and Blind School. And imagine going out in the summer, on a summer night, taking a little walk outside and looking at this lab with this pole 130 feet high and zapping out these waves 130 feet long on a winter night, and stories being told that you could go out and you could take a light bulb and you could put it in the ground and it would light up and the whole ground went blue and violet, and there's this guy out there with the transmitter and lightning's leaping out everywhere, and wow. I mean, that was an event. If you could go back in time, there are a few things I'd like to go back to in time. I'd like to go back to the opening night of Hamlet, that would be, or opening day of Hamlet with Richard Burbage. That'd be good. I'd like that. But I think now in my top 10, walking out and seeing Nikola Tesla's lab, the time, the night that he blew out the town, by overextending the city power, that would have been an amazing moment.